Hello, 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 all things Hadar. I hope that you are all doing well. I wanted to jump on here. I have had several things come to me over the last 4 or 5 days. I'm going to need to be tuning into those and see like how is it best for me to present these things and work it through to do here. But for right now, I just wanted to jump on and do a quick little reading. I'm keeping in mind, oh, well, first let me say, if you're new here, welcome. We're so glad that you are here and that you've decided to join us. If you're wanting more information in regards to myself, how I work, services I offer, how I read, you can find that information in the description box below. For all of you new or returning, I would like to say thank you very much for your support and for your being here. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Sorry if the lighting isn't the best. We do have a cloudy, overcast day today with lots of rain. So that liquid sunshine is doing its job. So sorry. Okay, so with all of that said, well, before I get going, I just wanna go ahead and start pulling some cards. We're gonna see what unfolds here, okay? So, Most High of all that is, what are the messages and or topic of discussion that you would like for us to look at, talk about here in All Things Hadar? Thank you. This has been pre-shuffled, just like all the other decks. But I do like to let you guys see that I do shuffle at least a few times on camera, even though it's been done more than that off camera. I'm going to start out with these 3 decks. We'll see what happens and what gets added as we go. All right. What messages or what? Oh my goodness. Did you see that? They came out, they came in, they came out, and then one went back, one came out. Ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. And he's wishing upon dandelions. Wishing upon the dandelions. All right. Oh, I already did that. Okay. What else are you wanting to bring forward? Call upon Archangel Raphael for heart or for help. Okay, for heart. Maybe some of you really need some heart healing, which is interesting because it says, Archangel Raphael, I ask for your healing help with and describe your situation. Thank you for your divine healing intervention. So both of these are about asking for help, asking for what you want, asking the universe, Utmost High, God, Source, Spirit, Universe, Great Spirit, angels, spirit guides, whatever, you utilize, ask for help. I would say it's also about asking those who are a part of our life, because it also says, and other people. So clearly there are things that are being desired, being wished for here. And you're being encouraged to do so, to ask, to bring those things to the forefront. Yeah. All right. So, and again, please remember this is general, so take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? So what does this mean? So when we have, ask for what you want, what does this mean for our viewers? What does this mean for our viewers? Now, this might not necessarily cover what it is you're wanting. Okay, we've got companionship. Companionship. Now, this can mean you're wanting something romantic, but it can also just mean you're just wanting friends. You're wanting a group to hang out with. You're wanting people who are like-minded, people who are supportive. Yeah. And maybe you're wanting a partnership of some kind. This could be a business partnership, could be just friendships, could be both. Okay. Let's go with this one. Call upon Archangel Raphael for help. Again, what does this mean for our viewers? What does this mean for our viewers? No, that's too many. What does this mean for our viewers, please? All right. So power came in reverse. So I would say that there are some who are feeling, heard the word powerless. Some are just feeling like they are not fully connected with their own true power. We have exaltation. So this, exaltation, this is really bringing this out, right? You are really being encouraged to ask for what you want. And I mean, if you look at this, look at the bounty that is in these cornucopias. It's there. It's there. It's there. It's waiting for you. So much abundance. So much abundance. And I find it interesting because both of these have both the sun and the moon. But yes, I do feel like this is saying really, exaltation, really bringing out, voicing what it is you're wanting to create. We also have seduction here. Sorry for the Band-Aid. Just, been trying to be, I've heard that there's some challenges and issues around the artwork on some cards. So anyway, when I remember, I try to pay attention to that. Okay. And we have seduction with friendship on the bottom. So definitely wanting some companionship, some friendship. Some are wanting to have a romantic relationship as well, or that's the focus. Again, you're being encouraged to ask for what you want, right? Ask for what it is that you want. Let's continue with this one. Let's get a little more, please. Now I got your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. We got spring. Now for some of you, depending on where you live, that could be next year. For some of us, that is around the corner. So, and then let's continue with this. Let's go a little farther with this one, please. All right, consulting a nutritionist as well as use your natural healing ability. So thank you for clearly guiding, encouraging, and supporting my healing work. And then I turn my eating over to you and ask you to guide me to foods and beverages that taste good and are fulfilling and support my ideal health and weight. Now, what I'm getting actually from this nutrition card, oh, sorry, guys. What, spring and manifestations. And then we have, again, use your natural healing abilities and consulting a nutritionist. Read the disclaimers. I am not a professional. I'm not a, doctor. I'm not, medical, dental, psychiatric, legal, financial professional at all. If you're looking for any of those things, this is not it. There's my disclaimer. Continue, and it is available for you to read in the description box below. Getting the nutritionist, and again, because it's talking about health, health and weight. So again, realize this is general, so take it how it resonates, leave the rest. I do feel like, though, because these two came out together, I feel like maybe there are some shifts that could happen, even if weight isn't your focus or anything like that. It could simply be, there might be some nourishing that could better sustain and support your natural abilities. Because when our body is so busy trying to deal with the stuff that gets put into it that is not supportive of it, it takes away energy that could be being utilized to create what it is we're wanting to create, to manifest, right? To bring forward and heal other situations or ourselves, and or how we want to utilize our gifts for the greater good, right? So it's not always about weight, and it's not always about, oh, I can't have this, I can't have that. It's about shifting the perspective. Ooh, but if I have this, then I'll be able to do that. No one says that I can't have this. I'm going to have this, but I'm going to do this first, have this first. And again, it's just common sense, right? If I'm eating the nourishing things first, right, there's not going to be as much room for me to have the things that, you know, aren't really nourishing for my body. Okay. What is this, the manifesting and spring? What does this mean for the viewers? What does this mean for the viewers? Endurance. So I do feel like for some of you, maybe there's this frustration maybe over how long, I'm hearing just how long it is taking for this stuff to come forward. But I am hearing to go the distance. And we do have the sun shining out and radiating on top of above them. And he's trying to tame that wild beast, whether it is about patience or understanding or impulsivity, or maybe it can even be about, oh, see, it can even be about idealism. I don't know if you saw how that just kind of came out and spun around. You know, maybe you have these ideal things and it's like, well, I will only accept this if it looks like this and it comes at that time and it unfolds in this manner, right? When we put so many limitations and restrictions on there, we make it very, very difficult, for one. For two, it's like, look at that. The angel is literally wanting to pour this stuff out, blessings out upon us, but there's this straight, heavy line. It's very heavy. It's very solid. And I think a lot of that is because we get in our own way. Maybe letting go of the perfectionism, the idealism that of all the limitations and has to look this way and blah, 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 and allow it to flow and be what it is meant to be for your best and highest, which can be what we're trying to tame within in that endurance card. All right, let's come over here. No, that's too many. That's too many. That's okay. But this one did come out face up. We have practicality. And it's interesting because they're out here actually working on crops. They're planting crops. They're harvesting crops. They are processing the crops here in the mill. They're being watched over and worked on. We have the bee and the lotus, so and stars. So again, I'm feeling like, you know, this isn't so much about, well, I'm trying to lose it. It could simply be, you know, this is about getting your food sources, your food intake, your drink intake back to being something very whole, very earthy, very natural, as much as is possible. I mean, you know, we can only do so much, right? Okay. Just a moment. Let me grab a deck. Okay. We're going to pull a few of these. These 3 decks are all by Cheryl Richardson. We have my daily affirmations, grace cards, and self-care cards. And these just seemed very appropriate with the avenue and the direction in which this reading decided to take. This one didn't want to go back in. It says, I tell the truth with grace, love, and my relationships are transformed. Which again, this telling the truth goes back up to here, you know, let others know. What is it do you need? What is it do you want? What is it that you're asking for help for? Or are you just not asking? And, you know, again, telling the truth with that grace, with that love, right? This is about how are people supposed to be supportive if they have absolutely no idea what it is that you're wanting? Right? They're not mind readers, most of us, you know. Not saying they can't be, but, you know, for the bulk of us, I think most of us may not be mind readers at the moment. So there is that. And again, it goes back to that, you know, speaking up. I would also say, you know, again, and it's telling the truth with grace and love, right? This isn't, well, I'm changing this, so I think all of you need to change too. It's more of, I'm changing this. Obviously, I would appreciate any support, you know, just encouragement can be very supportive. Not complaining because I'm changing this, that, or the other. You know, and of course, allowing that person to do them, whatever that looks like. And being supportive of that, whether of them, maybe not of that, but of them. Does that make sense? I mean, because everybody's got their own journey and is going to do things in their own time, right? What else do we have? Thank you. All right. We have illumination. Believe in the power of grace. When we least expect it, a new door will open and the light of grace will illuminate our next step. So again, you know, I feel that this is kind of coming out because I'm like hearing, it's not like you have to revamp your life in one day. So you're going to go to bed today or tonight and everything is going to be done in the normal way you've done things. And tomorrow morning you're changing everything. When you get up, what you do in a day, what you eat, how you sleep, what you drink, blah, blah, blah. Right? We just bog things down so much. I feel like the illumination is just talking about being a grace, giving yourself grace, meet yourself where you are. Shift one thing and add one thing, take away one thing, whatever it is that works for you. It doesn't need to be this whole burdensome is the word I'm getting, this whole burdensome thing. Just allow things to change and, you know, be open to when things come your way that can bring illumination, bring aha moments. Then we have gift. Grace is a gift from God. We don't need to work hard to earn it, feel worthy enough to deserve it, or surrender our needs to receive it. The gift of grace is our birthright. Let's just stick that right here. And then let's grab one from here. I'm seeing a card. I don't remember what deck it is in. Now, here it's saying connection, and there's 2 people in that hand, okay? Which again goes here to that companionship and possibly the seduction. This could be about a romantic relationship. But I'm also just really got collective. So I would say, and what I got from that was, if your collective is not a collective that is healthy for you, it would make sense that then that means that don't be surprised if you begin to start to do these things, if the companionships, the friendships, the relationships of various kinds also begins to shift. People who want to stay stuck where they are, people who want to stay disconnected from themselves or from humanity or from whatever, from success, from growth, blah, 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 they're going to stay there. That's what, that's their choice. If you are choosing to do something different, you figure if you were once like this, right? Now one of you is changing and the others is choosing to, they're still changing, but they're changing in a different way, right? It's almost like one's going to go this way and one's going to, it happens, it happens. And it doesn't mean that any one person is wrong and the other is right or anything like that. It's just not aligned anymore. And that is just part of growing. And we have release. Have a good cry. Grief is a doorway to your deepest self. And I mean, that makes total sense, right? Because we do feel when we let go of relationships and people that are just no longer aligned with us, right? It can feel sad. It doesn't have to be. But it can feel sad. It can feel that way versus, because sometimes we don't look at it as, it's okay. It's because we're each growing and we're just going to continue on our journey. We can get wrapped up in, air quotes here, loss, right? I'm trying to see if, all right, not this one they're saying this one. Okay. Oh, look at that came right up. I am mindful at all times and live only within each moment I have. Okay. What you seek is seeking you. So again, but we're not going to know that if we don't speak our mind, if we don't speak up with our truth, if we don't put our desires, our wishes of what we're wanting to manifest out there, right? It takes putting the vibration out there in order for that vibration that matches that to come in towards us as we go towards it. What you seek is seeking you. So whether that is companionship, a relationship, that's really hard to see, isn't it? I'm very sorry if that is. A different story about our nutrition and our overall health, our strength, whether that is connecting with our gifts, all of the above. I mean, it is whatever it is. So it's just, it all has to start somewhere, right? It all has to start somewhere, and starting with your voice, starting with asking, writing, talking, putting it out there, whatever that looks like for you. Okay. All right. Thank you. May I be given sublime confidence to embark on a new adventure, and allow me the power to inspire and heal others. Which we had this about healing others, or doing healing work here, right? And about embarking on a new adventure, as we've talked about. It begins with speaking your mind, with being truthful, not only with yourself, but putting it out there with others. It is about getting that idealism of, dictating to the universe what everything has to be and all that, letting that go. It is about releasing that which is no longer serving, which may or may not be about relationships. And it does take courage, which we see here, right? I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm thinking if I had to wrestle something like that, I'd be pretty scared, but it takes courage to do that. And that courage and confidence, right? Wanting that confidence to champion ourselves, to endure, So there we go, guys. This is what I have for you as far as messages for today. Whenever you find this message is when it is for you. Oh, I like this one. It says, allow me to always follow the soul whispers of divine guidance. It's beautiful. So yeah, guys, this is it. So there you go. I hope this was helpful or opened up a topic to have with yourself, or to sit and write about it and see what comes forward for you. Take care until next time. Bye.